Have you decided to relocate to the capital of the world, or as New Yorkers call it, the greatest city where dreams come true? Becoming a resident of the most populous place in the US might trigger 1,000 questions, like what is the cost of living in New York, what salary do you need to live in NYC, or which borough is the most affordable? Let's go to the video to dig deeper on that. What does the cost of living in New York City entail? Moving to New York, one of the most densely populated cities in the US, is the beginning of an exciting adventure that can make you or break you. To avoid dipping into your savings while getting accustomed to this urban jungle, carefully calculate your budget. The overall costs will entail the amount of money you need to maintain a life standard by affording basics like groceries, utilities, housing, and healthcare. That's why salaries are higher in cities where living is more expensive, and the capital of the world is surely one of them. Don't get overwhelmed by high numbers though, there are more than a few ways you can save up, and still live a decent life in NYC. Depending on your lifestyle, you can spare a small fortune on food. All you have to do is opt for cooking on your own instead of dining out every night. Finding cheap things to do in New York with kids, or alone can additionally help your financial status. Also, picking the right borough can affect your overall expenses, because some offer more affordable housing. However, if you want to live in Manhattan and are moving to a city alone, finding a roommate can be a great idea. Getting the hang of finances should not be that hard. All you have to do is keep track of your expenses. If other 8 million residents can figure out how to live in the metropolis, so can you. How much are the renting prices in NYC? You will be staying in a metropolis where 65% of residents, or roughly 5.4 million people, rent their homes. Before you find the place that fits your budget and sign the lease, get to know the rules, laws, and regulations that affect you as a renter. Last year the state approved a package of laws that provide substantial protection to the renters. The mayor's office launched a site, where you can find more information about tenant protections. Here are changes the law passed in 2019 brought. Security deposits landlords require are limited to 1 month's rent. Those deposits have to be returned to the tenant within 14 days, after they leave the unit, along with a statement covering all the deductions. A property owner must give you at least 30-day notice, if they intend to raise the prices by more than 5%. Unlawful eviction is now punishable with a fine of at least $1,000. Tenants have 30 days instead of 10 to fix lease violations. Additionally, due to the COVID-19 situation, the Rent Guidelines Board voted to freeze rents for roughly 1 million stabilized, or controlled apartments. This means that rents are frozen for 1 year, while for 2-year leases, the amount can be increased by 1% in the second year. Knowing what kind of rights you have as a tenant is not the only thing you should consider when renting an apartment. Crunching numbers can help you predict just how much money you can set aside for a flat. This way, you will easily narrow down the search and find a perfect place to stay. According to data from the finance website Value Penguin, the median monthly rent is $1,340, but depending on a borough you choose to settle down in, or the size of the flat, those prices can change. On the other hand, data from the website Numo shows that a 1-bedroom flat in the center is around $3,330, while in the other parts of the metropolis, you can get the same footage for $2,000. Also, a 3-bedroom place in the center is approximately $6,650 and can be rented for $3,700 in other parts. When you're moving to New York, know that the size of homes varies considerably, but 70.5% have 2 bedrooms or fewer, while 8.1% are studios. This means that the studio apartments are 4 times more common here than throughout the US. How do median home prices affect the cost of living in New York? If you opted for becoming a homeowner in the capital of the world, don't let the numbers discourage you. After all, this is where dreams come true, so every dime you invest will be worth it. According to statistics from Zillow, the median home value is $652,300, while the median price per square footage is $660. The home prices will raise your overall costs, but to save up, you can choose among several types of homes available in the metropolis, because some are more affordable than the others. How much do utilities, groceries, and transportation cost New Yorkers? There are some things you can't avoid paying, no matter where you live. Basic utilities such as electricity, gas, internet, and water will be a part of monthly expenses. However, know that the electricity market in NYC is deregulated, meaning that you can choose your energy service company, which opens up a possibility for a better electric plan and lower fees. Information from the website Numo shows that for a 915 square feet apartment, basic utilities are around $140. Furthermore, if you want to have internet access, you should set aside an additional $65 for 60 MB/s, cable/ADSL. With high-speed internet access, you can check out some of the best restaurants in New York. That's why those who like fancy nights out will spend less on groceries, and more on dining out. If you are moving to NYC alone, know that a meal in an inexpensive restaurant for one person is around $22, while a meal in a mid-range spot, with 3 courses, is about $50. Stopping by at the coffee shop for a cup of joe is $5, while relaxing with a cold beer is around $8. If you want to save up, cooking on your own is a way to go, because usually, a person spends about $470 on groceries every month. The essential groceries for making breakfast, such as milk and eggs, are $4.50 and $3.70. Another thing to put down on a paper when creating a budget is transportation. The metropolis has an extensive web of parkways, streets, and expressways, connecting boroughs. That's why you might like to drive around, and if you decide to hire professionals to ship your car to the metropolis, don't forget the rules regarding turning at red lights. Unlike any other part of the US, the state forbids right or left turns or red lights to increase pedestrian safety. Being behind the wheel might be a freeing experience, but it comes with a price. According to Parkopedia, you will need around $600 for a monthly parking spot, and approximately $3 for a gallon of gasoline. If you forego driving, the metropolis offers you one of the best public transit systems in the country, available 24/7. To use it, you will need $127 for a monthly pass, or $2.75 for a one-way ticket. Buses, subway, and ferries will get you everywhere you want to go, and when you feel like spending some green, hop in a cab, and it can drive you wherever you want to go for $3 a mile. In this video, we discussed the cost of living in New York City. If you got this video helpful, please give a thumbs up to the video. Don't forget to share this with your friends. Subscribe to the channel for more important videos like this. Thanks for watching.